Hello grade 6 students, I hope you're fine. Today I'm gonna explain and talk about chapter 10, lesson 3. Okay, we finished lesson 1 and 2. Today we're gonna talk about the resources in the Southwest. Okay, I need you to open your textbook please, page 329, the resources in the Southwest, and try to write the key terms that we have here, the key words or the vocabulary that we have in your copybooks. Okay, arid, migrant worker, commercial, conflict, compromise, and cooperate. Let's remember first, we have in the Southwest how many states? Yes, we have 4 states. They are New Mexico, excellent, Arizona, Texas, and Oklahoma. So we have the 4 states in this region and we have a lot of resources. Let's see the resources that we have, or the natural resources that we have in the Southwest. Okay, first of all, in the Southwest, people have learned to use the region's land. They used the more arid. They learned to use their dry land. So arid means dry land. Okay, this is the first word that we have. Arid means dry land. They used it for ranching and the more fertile land for farming. So the dry land, they used it for raising their animals, and the good land they used it for farming. So at first, okay, they raise animals, okay, cows and other animals. Okay, this is the first resource, the land. Okay, migrant workers, the ranches and farms spread across the Southwest and farther west. Now these places needed more workers, so workers comes from other places. Migrant, it is from immigration, okay, or migration. It means when someone leaves his country or his place to go to another place to have another job or to have a better opportunity. So migrant workers began to fill the need for temporary workers. A migrant worker is someone who moves from place to place. This is the second word. Please write it down. You can take your time. Pause the video and try to write the second term. Your homework today is to study this lesson and study the key terms that you write. Okay. Migrant worker is someone who moves from place to place, doing one job after another. Okay. In 1960s, Cesar Chivas and Dolores Horata began to work for the rights of migrant workers and others. These 2 people were working to get the rights, to make some laws or rules for the people who come from another country, okay, to give them rights in their new place. The lives of migrant workers have improved thanks to these 2 names. So please write these 2 names in your copybook. Okay, the question can be, who worked to get the rights for the migrant workers? Okay. After land resource, we have the oil and water. How about the oil and water? Okay, building the oil industry. Oklahoma produced its first commercial oil. What is the meaning of the word commercial? Exactly, commercial, something you can sell and buy. Something commercial, it means something you can sell and buy. Commercial oil that was to be sold. Workers struck oil on Spindletop in Texas, New Mexico began producing oil also in 1920s. So commercial oil. Okay, Oklahoma produced its first commercial oil in 1897. 1897. Okay, this is another resource, the oil. How about the water? The Rio Grande has long been a major source of water for people in the southwest and Mexico. This is طبعا a name of a river, okay, a river in Colorado and crosses New Mexico too. It forms the border between Texas and Mexico before emptying into the Gulf of Mexico. This is a very important name for the river. So the water, as here in Egypt we have the Nile River, okay? In every country there is a source of fresh water. It can be a river, it can be a lake, okay? It can be a groundwater too. Here in the southwest we have the Rio Grande River. But at times there was a water shortage. Okay, sometimes there is a water shortage. The river is not enough. Sometimes the river itself, when the times of drought or dry periods, no rains and no flooding, so it makes a conflict. It makes a conflict. Conflict means disagreement. Conflict means disagreement between the United States and Mexico. Between the United States and Mexico, the country. Okay, I'm not talking about New Mexico as a state, which we have in the region already. I'm talking about the country. Okay, Mexico. But to settle these conflicts, both countries have worked to compromise. What is the meaning of compromise? Compromise is to get a solution that can solve this conflict. When people on each side of a conflict agree to give up something. Okay? If we have two parties or two countries or even two students and they have a conflict actually, okay, and during the session, so I should suggest sometimes that they should compromise. Compromise, okay, you Yusuf or Bishoy should compromise, should give up something and give it to George Beeman, for example. Okay, I hope you're listening, guys. So compromise when you give up something to solve the conflict or to solve the disagreement or the problem. Okay, what was the compromise made by the United States? The United States agreed to build a dam that allows a fixed amount of water to flow to Mexico each month. Mexico agreed to give up some of the water during periods of drought in the United States. This is how they compromised to solve this conflict. The United States and Mexico have also learned other ways to cooperate or work together. Cooperate, working together. Cooperating means working together. To cooperate, the verb means to work together. They learned, they have cleaned up the Rio Grande and passed laws to prevent pollution of the river. And here we have a question, of course it's very easy. Why is it important to protect the Rio Grande? Because it's a very scarce water resource and very important in the southwest. And to solve the conflicts, the both countries should work on cleaning it up, on taking care of the river. Okay, again, grade 6. Let's get back and revise the key terms that we have quickly. Please write all the key terms in your copybook. Study this lesson. This is your homework for today. Okay? The key words are arid, migrant worker, commercial, conflict, compromise, and cooperate. The resources in the southwest. West. Thank you so much for listening. I hope you are fine and safe, and see you soon inshallah.